Another day in the United Kingdom, and whilst most of the public attention is on the Notting Hill Carnival, there is still more carnage happening up and down the country. In today's video, we have a very scary clip of multiple masked immigrants engaging in machete fights in broad daylight on our streets. Yeah, it's no longer just knives they are carrying, but they are upgrading their arsenal to machetes. Crazy, right? Not only that, but we will also go over all the latest news from the country. But first, hit the like and subscribe button and join our fast-growing community. So, as stated in the intro, much of the country's attention and police presence is being fixed on the Notting Hill Carnival that has been taking place over the weekend. Whilst that has been a disaster as well, as 3 people have been stabbed and many arrests have taken place for assault, sexual assault, drugs, carrying weapons and violence. It doesn't mean other areas have been okay. In this clip, footage shows masked migrants fighting with machetes in Stockwell. Listen as passengers on the bus can't quite grasp that the UK has gone medieval. Check the clip.
Hey, people! What's up? And no one can call the police. Look, you went somewhere. Look. This guy, the police.
Yeah, shut the door on them, man.
Yeah, close. Look at them. No one can call the police. Look at them. Look at the knife.
Now, unfortunately, this is a regular occurrence in the country and shows no signs of stopping. I'm not even sure how many incidents like this I have reported on this week, but these are the ones that get recorded. Imagine how many we don't have footage for. The UK has fallen. In other news, a former Scotland Yard detective has blasted the police saying the Notting Hill Carnival is example of 2-tier policing. Notting Hill Carnival has been hit with violence again this year, as police say they are aware of 3 stabbings, while 90 people have been arrested so far. Speaking in an interview, Mike Neville said, "We have just had a lot of rubbish, haven't we?" With them saying there was more arrests at Leeds, because that depends on the different policing styles. At Notting Hill Carnival, there's been an average of 10 stabbings every year. Now, if you look at football, for example, about 850,000 people go to football every weekend. Can you imagine if there were 10 stabbings and 18 weapons recovered, and loads of assaults on police during a football game? We'd be told there was a return to hooliganism and the white working class were revolting far right, etc. It just can't carry on because what happens is you've really got to push the boat out at Notting Hill to get arrested. So when it says there's been that many arrests, if you applied the same criteria of football match, there'd be thousands of arrests. The challenge I have for anybody who claims there isn't 2-tier police, and is this: go to Notting Hill and you can smoke drugs openly. You can abuse the police, shout at the police, assault police dogs, dance with the female officers to the point of indecent assault. Then the experiment is, you go to Millwall next Saturday and you do those things on the way to the grounds. You'll be swiftly arrested and taken to the police station. Police have reported 3 stabbings and 90 arrests after Family Day yesterday, and they launched specialist crowd management to help maintain the festival. Neville added, "They've got to be mindful that they do arrest somebody, that it might cause a massive public order thing. So you can't blame the officers on the ground. There's some brave officers, and there's some tired officers who really work hard." Scotland Yard has denied allegations it applies 2-tier policing to the event. Commander Charmaine Brenier said, "Officers will be maintaining a vigilant presence in and around the carnival in an effort to identify and intervene against anyone intent on committing violence. They will use their search powers, where there are grounds to do so, in order to take weapons off the streets." In other news, teachers across Britain are set to be taught to challenge whiteness in schools. According to a best practice document, educators will be instructed on how to disrupt the centrality of whiteness in schools. The aim of this is to ensure that future teachers are anti-racist and be prepared to implement this in the classroom. Documents claim that encouraging anti-racist teacher training will help to maintain a diverse teaching workforce and will help to close the gap between white and non-white students. Additional concepts such as meritocracy, objectivity, and individualism should be questioned, according to the guidance. The documents also state that white student teachers should also be helped to develop and project a positive white racial identity. Separate guidance has been developed in Scotland and England, with both documents having been endorsed by the National Education Union and by universities offering teacher training. The Scottish Anti-Racism Framework states that changes to the way in which teachers are taught will disrupt the centrality of whiteness and enable different ways of seeing, thinking, and doing. It aims to tackle racism in education and to create a more diverse teaching workforce. This process may involve references to colonialism and racism in lessons, and instilling an understanding of the impact of whiteness. This will help teachers project a white racial identity grounded in reality and allyship in the classroom, free from false notions of superiority. Similar to Scotland, an anti-racism framework for teacher training was developed for England in 2023. It states that teachers working with all age groups are crucial to anti-racism work and directs tutors to academic literature on how to deal with whiteness. A Newcastle University, who funded England's anti-racism framework for teacher training spokesperson, said, "As we saw with the recent public unrest across the UK, racism is pervasive in our society. The way that we educate current and future teachers will play an important role in breaking this cycle, and the framework was developed to provide practical guidance on this." Lastly, Sven Goran Erikson has passed away at the age of 76 following his battle with cancer. The former England manager revealed he only had a year to live at best back in January after being diagnosed with terminal cancer. Sven Goran Erikson has passed away, his family said in a statement. After a long illness, SGE died during the morning at home surrounded by family. The closest mourners are daughter Line, son Johan with wife Amana and granddaughter Skye, father Sven, girlfriend Janisette with son Alcides, brother Lars Erik with wife Yumnong. Erikson gave a moving farewell speech in his Prime Video documentary that was released just last week. He said, "I had a good life. I think we are all scared of the day when we die, but life is about death as well. You have to learn to accept it for what it is. Hopefully at the end people will say, yeah, he was a good man, but everyone will not say that. I hope you will remember me as a positive guy trying to do everything he could do. Don't be sorry, smile. Thank you for everything. Coaches, players, the crowds. It's been fantastic. Take care of yourself and take care of your life. And live it. Bye." Social media was flooded with tributes for the 76-year-old, who was the first foreign manager to take charge of England. What are your thoughts on topics in today's video? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe and join our community, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Goodbye.